Welcome back to Moody Mary Gaming. Today we're playing Legend of Khiimori, the demo. This is out on the Steam NextFest and it's only available through the 20th of October. I am currently playing it on the 17th of October. I've already played through the full demo. I did everything, every main quest that you can do, but now I'm coming back to do a voiceover because it was so involved and I just wanted to enjoy the game. And now I'm gonna do a video to go through what I liked most and all the different pieces and kind of a walkthrough, but not like a step-by-step. And I also have some opinions that I want to share because I've seen a couple of videos that were complaining about some things and I think I have fixes for them. But anyhow, so play demo. I'm going to do balanced. When I played it through the whole way, I did relaxed because I just wanted to focus on exploring, but I'm going to do balanced this time just to try it. And I kept it on equestrian. I didn't change that. So, ooh, I haven't been to this area yet. I want to go to the hot and cold areas. I got into those zones, but I didn't have the proper equipment to navigate that. There's one piece of the demo where you will go into a cold area and you'll be given things to combat that, but yeah, I used it up because anyhow. All right, so demo starts out with a quest to take stuff to the town village called Tov. And it has these little oh, sorry, I forgot I don't have a mouse or a pointer on this. It has these little prompts over on the right and stuff, and it'll pop up in other areas of the screen to walk you through how to control the horse. I noticed that some of them are off, the instructions aren't quite correct, and we're just going to walk through that. But first, we're just going to start walking around. That first prompt you see is incorrect, where it says the mouse wheel can control. I'm using the mouse wheel right now, and nothing's happening. I don't have my HUD on. Hang on. I need to fix that. I turned it off yesterday to take some screenshots and it holds that setting when you go back in. Okay, here we go. Now I have my HUD back. All right. Okay, now that this is back, I can talk about the controls because down there in the right, you see we're at a stand. I don't know why games tend to call it a stand or a stop. It's, in equestrian terminology, it's a halt, but whatever. But to go forward, you use the shift button. You can use that, or you can use the W key if you're at the halt to just walk forward. And then the shift key will increase gait going from there. Within each gate, you do have a little bit of extension and collection. You can use the W key to push them a little bit more forward. And then I can collect him back down using the S key. Move up into a canter. Let me get out of the grass. Where'd the path go? Okay, there we go. And he does have lead changes. And they're pretty smooth, too. I really like the lead changes. The camera will zoom out. It's pretty cinematic, but it's not over, compensating or, distracting. I don't find I like it. But you can slow down using the control key. And down there in the bottom, it says, it's the STRG key. I guess it's Sturg. I don't know. I don't use that type of keyboard. I have the QWERTY keyboard. That's just the reference to a control key in a different keyboard layout. That's the horse controls. Use spacebar to jump. You can't jump from the walk. You have to be at least trotting. Thank you, realism. The jump is a little bit funky as far as jumping obstacles. I've run into some issues trying to jump stuff. I just kind of phase through it. But this is a work in progress, so I'm not upset about that. But what I'm gonna give an opinion on now is there's been some complaints about the horse's movement being stiff. And that's because when you start this demo, you're going to be in a turn relativity relative to the camera. That's its default setting. Okay? So that means if I turn my camera, he doesn't really turn because our camera is facing the direction and he's not going to turn. And then when I try to turn him this way, if I don't change my camera angle, he only turns to a certain degree. And then if I change the opposite direction, holding that same key, he, goes the opposite direction of what I think he's going to go. Now, you can kind of fix this by changing your key inputs to try to navigate that, but I would just suggest swapping your camera mode to be relative to the horse, or the turn relativity to be relative to the horse. And then the keyboard key bindings, they moved this up in an update. As of today, it's now up here at the top instead of it used to be way down here at the bottom. I guess they might have got some complaints and feedback about that. So using a relative to horse return relativity, you have a lot sharper turn. Like, look at this. That's a perfectly good turn. That's lovely. There's no complaints there. He looks great. You can care for your horse, and you will get prompted to do these steps like within quests from the demo. Like, there is an actual quest to care for your horse. It's towards the end, but we're just going to go through that right now. As you can see in the prompt there, it's F to dismount. I really like the mount and dismount animation. Warning, your pony will walk away from you. I imagine this has something to do with their trust level. We'll look at the horse characteristics here in a second, but you can mount from either side. I love that. I adore that I can mount this horse from either side. Hey, stay right here. Stay right here. Stop. Because I think that's so good. I appreciate that so much. I don't suddenly teleport to the other side of the horse or something to mount. It keeps the immersion, in my opinion. But to care for your horse, you can see down there in the bottom, it's the Q button. So if you just tap it, you'll come up with these different options to care for your horse. While you're mounted, you can give them an item. You have to give it out of your inventory. We don't have anything in our inventory to start with, so there's nothing there. But you can also pet them. Give them a little scratch. And if you're dismounted, if you tap the Q button, he won't walk away. You can kind of pause him from doing that. But you can brush him. And he will get dirty. There is that mechanic in here. He'll get muddy and stuff. I believe there's a bathing mechanic also, but we don't really have that yet. And you also have a tend hooves option. And you can tend his hooves from either side, but it's only the fore legs. It's only the front hooves. You don't do anything with the back hooves. He will try to walk away every time, though. Warning. And then you have to be near water to water your horse. You'll have these indicators down in the left that show his food and water going down. That's going down a lot faster in the balance mode than it was in the relaxed mode. He's getting hungry. And then you'll also be able to address injuries with a Band-Aid and treat condition. I haven't used that yet, so maybe we'll try to do that this time. But something to know about their food intake. You can purchase hay for them, but if you are near grass, they may eat the grass, or they should eat it. See, he's munching and he's filling up his food meter. But for the water, as far as I've been able to tell, you have to kind of command that. You have to have them standing near the water, as if they're ready to drink it, and dismount, and then you can have them drink. One other thing about horse controls. Down here towards the end of the demo, you'll be told to hit your horse. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this early, but let's see. And when the prompt would say press E to hit your horse, but if you're mounted, it won't work. So you have to there it is, tether. So you have to walk up towards this tether pole and his head in order to tether him. You can't do it mounted. If I mount him while he's tethered, he just loses that. Oh, did I say you could back up by holding control? I don't think I said that yet. You can do that. So it's very similar to Red Dead Redemption controls. Lovely, lovely. You can interact with NPCs from the back of your horse, which is also lovely. You can like talk to people. This guy is a merchant. Yeah. And you can, if you have items, you can sell items also. This is pretty intuitive. I think they've got the key bindings down there to explain how to do different things. And you start out with no money, but when you do some quests, you'll get some money. You don't really need to buy the hay because, again, your horse can just munch on the grass. If you're not going somewhere like a cold mountain or like a desert or something, you'll find grass for them to eat. So you won't have to worry about that too much. Don't bother spending your money on it. I mean, it's not expensive, but I would just say save your inventory space. Let's also talk about the horse characteristics. So this is the horse menu, which is you reach it by hitting O on your keyboard. And it just starts you off in this tab here where you have some breed stats, turn radius, speed, all that good stuff. And then there's other breed genetics in here that shows you, like, for breeding purposes, what he has. I don't know what these mean, I'll be honest. I know these are like the what's it called, agouti and something else genes. Like, it affects that's why he's a bay, is he has these dominant genes. And then there's some other things in here that I'm not familiar with. I think this is cream. And I'm not entirely sure, because I don't know enough about genetics, if this is indicating that he has all of these, or if these are things he could have. Like, if they fill in as like a different color if he has them. I don't know. The attributes is the most interesting thing, I think, in here. He starts out here, he's got a very low trust level. I'm guessing that's why he walks away from me. There's strength, agility, endurance, balance, and spirit. And how you train those is all down here. And it's so cool. I love this so much. It's like to train strength, you have to ride over your weight limit, which you can do by adding things into your pack, like picking up foraging items and stuff like that. Also, just when you're doing like delivery quests, you might be a little overweight. And that's not always something you can necessarily fix because of the weight of the items, and what you have to take with you to make it to that next stop, that next village or station. And like riding into strong headwinds, I haven't come across that yet. Terrain that causes stress, you'll see that as you play through the demo. A prompt will come up telling you like when that happens. It's like through mud and over rocky ground and stuff like that. It's so cool, the terrain interactions. And then endurance, I think I got to ride through the cold area. I guess that would have affected his endurance. But you'll notice on that line he has like a little badge here. And that is part of progression. So now we have a prompt here. It says, about horse skills and like what they can gain by training. And then they reach this little badge spot and he gets a +5 to his constitution. If we increase his balance, he'll have more poise and more steadiness. I don't see definitions for those particular things because they're not in here. I guess it's just his balance. I don't know, overall. And then you also have agility. This is the easiest, fastest thing to train because you're just running around all the time. And then spirit, you can do this or train this by like facing the wild animals you'll encounter. There's like bears and wolves, and there's snakes too, and probably others. And then you can throw powders, which I'll show you that in a minute, how to do that, how to do like the controls from Horseback, like mounted player controls kind of thing. And you can throw those to deter wild animals that are aggressive. And then you can also do it to like calm wild horses. I haven't found any wild horses yet. I really, really want to, but I haven't found any yet. And then you escape a wild animal without getting hit. I was not successful with that in my first playthrough because I didn't even see the bear. You'll also learn some recipes to craft, which you can craft from this menu. Also, like when you go into the horse menu, you can shortcuts O, but you can also reach it from like the map and your inventory. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the ink that we got the quest to deliver. I've just never opened my inventory to see what we were carrying. But now that we're in here, you can see that we have like a balance meter, and you can balance that by distributing the weight, and you have total weight ability and like whether you're balanced or over encumbered, under encumbered. And then this is player inventory. So I just really love this. I think this is such a cool thing. And then, like I said, crafting, and then you have the handbook, which will just give you a list of all the tutorials, which is really helpful, especially if you miss a prompt. But I'm going to try to kind of run through this first part because there's tons of people just doing first time reactions type stuff. As I get to the point where I can talk to you about like the player mounted interactions and stuff, we'll do that. But anyhow, I'm going to run through this. But here's the map. You can navigate the map by using your left click and dragging. And then you're going to chart your course to where you're going, and it'll give you waypoints on your like navigation bar up at the top of your screen. So you're here. Well, it'll start from wherever you're at. Like if you're in a different spot, it's not starting at like Tove Station. It's starting from where, excuse me. It's starting from where your horse is located, where you are located. And then you hold shift and you can chart out where you want to go. You can take the road if you want to. You do have a little bit of easier path, but if you go through the field, you gather more stuff. So I'm literally just gonna like chart a path straight through here, and then go to the road to cross over this. And you just use your left click to do that. And when you release shift, it stops your travel. But if you hold shift again, you can add to it, and that's it. Now you can see where you're planning to go. So he's a little low on his health right now. You can see that little green bar. He's got some room to improve. And I can feed him a cherry to increase his health. And I just have to like be hovered over it and hit F and give him that. You can feed them from Horseback, which is just like Red Dead. And a really nice little quality of life type of thing. You'll see some like items glowing around and stuff to try to pick up. You can't pick them up until you do this quest. So like you have to do this quest to be able to pick up items, because he's gonna tell you to pick up items. So you're picking up some manure or animal dung, but like it's probably manure because it's behind the horse. And then we're gonna do some crafting. So he gave us some cloth, so we're gonna craft 3 of these animal repellent pouches. Try to hold on to them. Try not to use all of it. Oh, excuse me, sir, why are we bucking, my man? What's going on? Why do you have grass in your mouth? Are you good? That's such a cute little detail. I wonder if that's a bug. I'm going to brush him again. He looks dirty. You can ride them through water to try to get them clean. Okay, so now that we have the powder pouches, make sure they're in your player inventory. And when you're mounted, you can just hold right click, because they're just kind of automatically in your pocket, basically, as long as you have openings in your inventory. So if you saw that movement over there in the corner, oh dear. Okay, I just rode him straight down a slope, sorry. He's fine. He jumped out all by himself, by the way. But yeah, the bear right there, he's gonna come after us. Really? And I'm gonna try to throw this over there. I hope that deters him. I would really love to not have to use... Okay, don't hurt my horsey. Don't hurt my horsey. Stay away. Okay, I think it worked. Because he ran off. I don't really understand how... No, he's coming back! No! No. Okay, you can collect stuff from the back of your horse. You just kind of have to hit it at the right time. It's like a quick time event. Okay, I'm gonna try really hard to get out of here. That was scary. Okay. I know you don't want to get pushed, but we have to move faster because the bear's over there. Oh, he's not coming after us. But yeah, you just kind of have to keep your eye on the items and hit the E button when you're in like that green circle zone. So let's talk to this guy and get our bow and arrow on. All right. So he just gave us some new cargo that's made us off balance, and we have to distribute the load. Share the load. So I mean, that's as long as you're in the green zone, you're safe. You're good to go. Okay. So just make sure you're distributing your loads. Also, quick note: the items don't stack. I don't know why, but they don't. It's just, it's just kind of how it is. Like, I don't know why. I guess I have no idea why that didn't stack, but it doesn't. So anyhow, all right. So now he's given us some arrows. You saw that in the inventory. Rather, you know what? I should be more specific. So he gives us arrows. When I first played through the demo, I could not get the bow and arrow to work at all. And it was because I had a full player inventory and the arrows got put in my saddlebag. And so when you do that, you can't pull out your bow. But the prompts don't tell you that. So just know that you have to have the arrows in your inventory, your player inventory, and then you'll hit the 1 and it'll bring out your bow and arrow. You can see that on her back now. And then you draw your bow by holding the right mouse button, and then you can whoops, excuse me, I can't see the target. He wants me to shoot this target out down here. Oh, perfect. This is great. Such a challenge. And then when you hold down your left mouse button, you'll draw it back and shoot. So you had to make sure it's all the way down, and you'll hear that little click before you shoot it, or it doesn't fire properly, similar to a real bow. Okay, so once you get to level 2, by exploring around, doing some quests, you'll get the prompt to do this Call of the Mountain type quest. And it is where you're gonna be carrying something around to the top of a mountain. So first step, we're gonna find a new stable, and we have fragile cargo, so to make sure we are very, very careful with traveling with that. We can't be running around everywhere too much. Easy. Okay, so you're gonna come over here around the lake to this little village or like stable place up here, and you're gonna get prompted to go talk to a new stable person who is also gonna talk to you about getting a new horse, Rosa-san. So now that you're getting a second horse right now, basically, you cannot change while you're mounted. So just dismount, come over here, talk to this dude, change horse, and now you can look and see at this other horse. So you've got probably some better, like he's got more agility, but this horse has more endurance, which is good for the cold and like hot areas, and also has really excellent balance, which you're going to need in these rocky areas. And spirit is 400, which means he's not going to get spooked by the animals you will run into up on the mountain. So just use horse, confirm, and you will literally just have him out. And look how cute he is. He's a little Tobiano. He's like a tricolor, but not, if you know what I mean. Like his mane looked like it was like a little more brown or whatever. And yeah, he's not tricolor. I'm just gabbing. But he's too cute. Oh, it's actually a girl. And she's got these like Grulo patterns too. So technically, if you could get back to the Tov village in time, you could breed a horse. You just gotta like explore, get up to level 2, come up here and do this quest, and then you'd be good to go. Okay, so you'll notice we're really off balance. We also got a cold tonic that we can use. There's not really an option to make ourselves on balance with this one because we don't have counterweight and we're already really heavy. That's why having this horse who has excellent endurance and excellent balance is so important for using in this quest. So we've just entered an extreme cold area. You'll see the little frostbite like around the edge of your horse. It will affect you. You'll be like burning stamina faster, and it will also drain your health and your food and water. So what we can do is, let's see, he's not frostbitten right now, so we can't really use that. But what we can do is go into our inventory and just hover over the cold tonic and hit F to use. We only want to use one, so just do that. And now you'll slowly see that frostbite stuff go away after we feed that to him. He's all, or her, I'm sorry, it's a mare. She's all good now. So we just can keep on chugging up this mountain. Oh, we're holding our hand up to get through the storm. Oh, come on! Where's the other one? There's another one somewhere. And it gets stormy too, so it's really hard. There he is! Okay, I got him. Before he could hurt my horsey. Oh, we are covered in snow right now. Why does it still sound like there's baddies around? I thought we... Okay, I don't see any more. Oof! That freaked me out the first time because I wasn't expecting it. I was just exploring the mountain. Oh. Okay. And we're good. I'm literally taking up every last minute of this demo to do this. And hoping that I can play more over the weekend to like try to explore a little bit more. See, okay, evidently like when there's like a big blizzard storm, it just kind of like nullifies the cold tonic, it seems, because that was like 30 seconds. Am I crazy? I feel like I'm getting crazy. Okay, here we go. And then now we have to go put something on the statue down here. But here we go. You end here. So very fun. Really love this. And really love the controls. Love the animations. I have like 0 complaints. I'm just... Okay. I guess if I have to pick a complaint, it's where are the wild ponies? I don't know where they are. I can't find them. I'm going to try really hard to find them over the weekend. And oh my God! So good. Okay. Sorry. We went sliding there for a minute. We're not going to go running down this mountainside. But I'm going to try really hard over the weekend to try to find some and kind of speed run this and getting up to like... Oh, shoot. I have a minute. I need to show you what he sells. Oh no. Go pony, go. We have a minute. Come on. Oh no.
Easy.
Okay. Come on. 30 seconds to get this. Oh, come on, pony, go. I forgot to do this. Okay. Sears Wears. Here we go. This is what I wanted. I wanted this for the horse attraction pouch because I think this will let me find the ponies. All right, I'm running out of time now. So I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.